David Ayer continues Ayer cut push. You guys saw it. You guys saw it over the weekend. And, you know, when it comes to Monday, of course, I'm going to recap of stuff that happened over the weekend, you know, but when it comes to David Ayer, I mean, this guy, I think he's really just taking a page out of Snyder's book. I really think that. And which is good. I think they should, because, I mean, obviously the Ayer cut is not out there in the ether. It's not mainstream like it was. But at the same time, there is, I mean, I think it probably would be easier to release the Ayer cut more than the Snyder cut, to be honest, just because I think it's more complete. Like, you can actually have, yes, he did direct Sabotage. You know, something about Sabotage, I enjoyed the movie, but I didn't really enjoy the characters. Like, I enjoyed Arnold, but I didn't really enjoy anybody else in that cast. They were all pieces of shit, but it was still a good movie. I think Fury is one of his best, and End of Watch is probably, you know, my God, End of Watch is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, he wrote Training Day, which is just phenomenal. I mean, my God. So, hey, what's up, Nikki? What's going on? Could you imagine Ayer and Snyder presenting their cut? Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, obviously, when it comes to the Snyder cut, it's a bigger movie, a much bigger movie, much longer movie. And, you know, there's going to be some heftiness. There's going to be some budget that has to be injected into that. When it comes to the Ayer cut, I don't know if there has to be as much, you know, but I'm just saying that there's much more of a demand, of course, for the Snyder cut. But I think at the same time, we're all just kind of like, release both, please. Can we just do that? You know, why not? HBO Max, seriously, the guy should just let Suicide Squad loose. The movie sucks by any... I mean, you never know. With the Joker that was supposed to be in it a lot more, I mean, it's okay. I get it. Walled. If you didn't like the movie, you didn't like the movie. But this is what he had to say over the weekend, or more stuff that he said, which is kind of stuff we knew. I mean, we have it right here where somebody actually posted where, from what I heard, after Joker's helicopter crashed, he made a deal with Enchantress where he'd take Harley and be the king of Gotham, and was present in the third act, since Suicide Squad was mainly a Harley and Deadshot film. The temptation would have been greater. I mean, my God. I mean, we all saw this. We all saw this piece of concept art where you're like, yeah, he was supposed to be there. Joker was supposed to be there. We saw when he had like half of his face kind of burned, and he had the grenade, and he took the clip out, and he said, bye-bye, you know. So obviously he survived that plane crash. Oh yeah, we know that he did, but we saw an aftermath of it. The only thing is, though, he was wearing a black tux, not the blue, not the purple one. So, but obviously this is just concept art. So, and he also, you know, he's expressed that yes, there's a lot of footage. There's a ton of footage. Maybe not enough to fit a movie. I think he kind of deflected that. I think Jared Leto is the one that said there's enough footage for a Joker movie, but maybe there's not as much. I can't see there be. I mean, we all know that Ayer regrets not making Joker like the ultimate baddie. He knows that. And yes, you're right. Ayer's Fury was absolutely amazing. It really was. But there was also another tweet too that somebody posted that actually worked on the movie. I can't. There it is. Let's see. Let's scroll back, and it said it right. Where was it at? No, I can't find it. Is it further up? I think it was further up. Delete. There you go. This one right here from Rock Chick said, I worked quite a bit on the shoot, saw the movie, and wondered where the rest was. It didn't feel like the same thing I worked on. I'd love to see your edit. Something tells me it's different and much better. And I think we can all agree that it could be much better. And of course, David Ayer showed his praise. Praise. Come on. So, I mean, that's what's so crazy about all this. We have essentially two different movies we already saw out there, you know, that could be so much better. What did Chris Wong say? Sorry, I almost missed that. I lost it. Chris Wong has always said the Ayer cut will be easier to release. Yes, and I absolutely agree with the man, because I love that guy. I love his big bald head and his hot dog eating face. No, I I absolutely agree because it was more complete. They admitted many times that they did test screenings for multiple different cuts. So there was a cut, the first cut or whatever the hell was already out there and people already saw it. So it probably is a lot easier to do it. It's going to be less money to release it. So because I mean, we all obviously, if you look at both, I mean, one's a bigger movie than the other. I mean, you got Justice League, you got Suicide Squad. You know, obviously they're big. They're both big movies, but one's way bigger than the other. One's mega, one's just big. Okay. So it would be a lot easier to do it because it was just way more complete. Dave, what if the Ayer cut released before the Snyder cut? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. Only because the demand for the Snyder cut is so much out there. You know, nobody, you know, I don't think there's going to be a Harley Quinn episode where they talk about the Ayer cut anytime soon. Maybe season 3. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I don't exactly see that happening quite yet. I think, did he actually write a Fast and Furious? He wrote the first Fast and Furious? Did he really? I didn't know. You sure about that? Or he like assisted? Oh yeah, he did, huh? So you got. How come I did not know that? That's interesting. Yeah, I did not know that. Wow, Joker footage we needed. I know. You know, one of my favorite scenes in the movie, in the Suicide Squad, was the extended cut that showed Joker and Harley when she's chasing him down on the motorcycle, and they have that little back and forth out in the street, and he fucking backhands her, which is probably one of the main reasons why a lot of his shit was cut. Uh-oh, coronavirus. No, but like I think the studio probably didn't like all the violence. But it's so funny because it was kind of violence back and forth. But that was like probably my favorite scene, like when she's holding the gun to his head and he's all, "Don't hurt me or don't kill me. I'll be your friend. I'll be your best friend." You know, the way he says that. I mean, I was like, come on, that's perfect. More of that, please. More of that. Full Suicide Squad will suck too. Conceptually, his version is bad. Yeah, of course. I know we know you don't like it, Fourth. You know, we know you don't like a lot of things, and that's perfectly okay. But it could be better. If it's better than what we got, then why not? From a financial perspective, releasing the Ayer cut is a better option for HBO. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, let's not forget that Suicide Squad was a huge success, to be honest. I mean, it was $750 million without China. Without China. And yeah, it ended up making more money than Justice League. I mean, not as much as BVS, but at the same time, you know, it would be an option. But the fact of the matter is the demand for it is not out there as much. But at the same time, you got to wonder, like, why is Ayer all of a sudden just fucking waking up? I mean, I don't know when those NDAs expire, but I'm just wondering why Ayer is being so vocal about this now. You know, he dropped a piece of concept art, and now he's like, when people are talking about, I heard that it was more like this, and he's all, yep, absolutely that's what it was. Just saying. So, Joe acts like Joker, then people. Well, you know what he acts like? He acts like that gangster fucking mob Joker. Okay, that that you have seen in the books. And that's the thing. A lot of people. I remember one of the guys I worked with. He was a big fan of Jared Leto's Joker. Like he wasn't too big on Suicide Squad as a whole, but he totally dug Jared Leto's Joker because that was his favorite interpretation of Joker because he acted like that mob gangster like Joker, you know, who's at a club, who's got a fucking cane and, you know, he's rocking all the fucking jewelry and shit like that. And yes, there has been a Joker with tattoos as well. And he actually really dug it. We had like a really good conversation one time about it. And I was like, yeah, I totally get it, you know. It's different. Go ask China. I'm sorry. That scene was terrible, Dave. I'll be your friend. Hunka. Oh, that was two different scenes you're talking about right there, buddy. I want to go through Ayer's camera roll. I'm sure there's plenty. I think you'd actually want to go through Snyder's camera roll more than anything. I mean, there's still a thing that I know that is on probably his phone that everybody would love to see. I'm just saying. Well, there's a few things actually. Probably 3 things that have not been seen. 2 of which I could tell you awesome, And the other one, I'm like, oh, I can only imagine because I hadn't seen it. What am I doing? I'm saying shit again.